last 10 games, they're 10-4, and the Prowlers are 6-5. I caught up with head coach of the Prowlers, John Hams, ahead of this one. We'll bring you the pregame coach's interview after this 3-minute break right here on GVT.
Hazel Blue Furniture 5-star flooring in Thief River Falls has mattresses in stock and ready to go. You can find brands such as Sealy, Restonic, and Ashley in several sizes available in store. Looking to redecorate? Furniture and accessories by Ashley, Best Home Furnishings, Door Country Amish, England, Lazy Boy Legends, Bag on Bassett, and more. There are several items available to take home right away. For flooring, you can find many brands of carpet, ceramic, tile, luxury vinyl, plank, laminate, vinyl, and hardwood. Visit Hazel Blue Furniture 5-star flooring in Thief River Falls. Old Bostwick's at 224 Labrie Avenue North in Thief River Falls is where you can find upscale vintage items, as well as new and like-new antiques. Come shop for men's, women's, and children's clothing. Browse a wide variety of jewelry, ties, shoes, hats, and accessories, as well as home decor furniture and unique glassware. Old Bostwick's accepts donations on behalf of local nonprofits, with a portion of proceeds going to those in need. Shop for a cause while going green at Old Bostwick's in Thief River Falls.
What does hometown mean to us at Hometown Realty? It means we want our community to grow and succeed. It means we'll do everything we can to make that happen. Whether it's by helping people find the perfect home for them, assisting someone sell a property that they have maybe outgrown or can no longer take care of, or supporting our local businesses, schools, and nonprofits with our time and money. Everything we do is for the good of our community. Our family lives here, we live here, we love it here. We are Hometown.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
About a month before graduating, I ended up accepting a position on the Boeing 727 as a flight engineer. Being at Northland really opened the doors to that opportunity.
The value for the money, what you get from the degree, the opportunity for a career, and the upward mobility within this industry right now is just amazing.
When you're in the market for a new vehicle, why not shop Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. You can take advantage of one of the largest selections of new and used vehicles with some of the best prices in the area. You can shop the lot or you can check them out online, christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile, and they're proud to have one of the largest, best selections around. It's Christian Motors of Fertile.
Welcome back into the pregame show here on GVT. Barnesville, the Trojans, they're in town to take on your Thief River Falls Prowlers. I caught up with head coach of the Prowlers, John Hams. Pregame coach's comments. I'm with Prowler head coach John Hams. Coach, a couple of losses this week, but a good opportunity to try to end it on a positive note here against Barnesville.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, we've been having both nights this week. We just couldn't get over that hump and finish games and, you know, keep talking to the guys and keep preaching that you need to hold each other accountable. We're going to hold you accountable. Let's make sure we're doing the little things right and not panicking in key moments.
There's stretches of games where you guys are playing good basketball, but it's hard to sustain it at times. Is that kind of a topic of discussion and focus for you guys?
It is, defensively especially. You know, Eastside we scored 71. That should be enough to win that game. We scored 60 against Red Lake County Central, so we just got to shore up some of that defensive stuff and quit giving freebies away. You know, I think Red Lake County, we gave 28 points off turnovers. You know, it's hard to win games when you're doing that.
You're without Everett Nelson tonight. It's going to be rebounding by committee for you guys. He grabs a lot of boards for you guys, so everyone's going to have to step up.
Yeah, somebody else is going to have to do that for us tonight. You know, Caden Rose is capable of rebounding. Lucas now is back on the mend. We got guys that can rebound, but they're going to have to put some extra concentrated effort into doing it.
You got a really hot team coming in Barnesville. They've won 9 out of 10 games. What's the game plan?
We just got to slow them down and make sure we're rebounding the ball tonight. You know, I would say they'll be a little bit similar to East Side. You know, if we can handle certain situations, we'll be fine.
Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Pre-game coach. That was Prowler head coach John Hams ahead of this one, and we'll step aside for another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Section 8 AA standings. We'll be back after this 3-minute break.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
At Thief River Falls, our mission is any goal, any opportunity, anytime, anywhere, for anyone. We personalize the learner experience by focusing on 6 pillars.
Real-world, authentic opportunities.
Voice and choice.
Equitable experiences.
Staff growth.
Safety.
Strong fiscal management.
So that we meet our vision by creating our future, the Prowler way.
Optima Real Estate Development and Property Management is your partner in unlocking your property's potential. Optima Companies are fully licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, covering real estate, development, and property management. Optima Companies, making a positive impact by building for the needs of the community. For more information, dial 701-715-3283 or visit www.optima-nd.com.
Serving the community for 30-plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies, and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit usptrf.com. Welcome back into our pregame show. The Barnesville Trojans in town to take on your Prowlers. James Cardarelli with you. Let's take a look at the Section 8 AA standings as they sit currently. East Grand Forks 7-0 in the section, 11-2 overall. They're in first place. DGF 6-1 in the section, 11-3 overall. Pelican Rapids 6-3 in the section, 11-3 overall. War Road 5-0 in the section and a perfect 15-0 on the season. How about that for War Road basketball? Usually known for hockey, but this year really turning it up a notch in boys basketball. Barnesville 5-1 in the section, 10-4 overall. Perham 1-4 in the section, 8-5 overall. The Prowlers 3-4 in the section, 6-5 overall. Park Rapids 1-5 in the section, 5-7 overall. Wadena Deer Creek 1-2 in the section, 5-7 overall. And then Crookston 2-5 in the section, 3-8 overall. So this is a big section matchup here for the Prowlers taking on the Trojans. And we mentioned it, they've won 9 out of their last 10 games. This is about as hot of a team as you're going to see unless you're facing the 15-0 War Road Warriors right now. And this is going to be a tough test for the Prowlers without Everett Nelson, one of their key contributors inside, rebounding the basketball, as well as a 1,000-point scorer for his career. Caden Rose is going to get the start for Everett Nelson, and the Prowlers are going to have to do it by committee if they're going to get it done tonight against the Trojans. We'll step aside for one more break. When we come back, we'll bring you the pregame introductions here in the Brick House back after this 3-minute timeout.
Serving the community for 30-plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies, and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit usptrf.com.
At Cenex, we're more than your gas station. We're your neighbor. We've got soup when you're under the weather, and treats when you're over the moon. We've got fuel when you've got places to go. And most of all, we've got a big heart when it comes to supporting this community, because it's our community too.
Best of luck to all the area sports teams from the Brooks, Oakley, McIntosh, and Red Lake Falls Cenex stores.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
The staff has always been great at steering us to the service for our needs.
Thank you for making our lives better.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
Join GVT and share in our success.
Happy to have this company in my hometown.
I'm a proud alumna of Northland and now an adjunct nursing instructor.
That's the wonderful thing about nursing, though. There's many different paths you can take. Northland's prepared me by offering the skills, I think, to make you successful in life as a nursing path.
I wouldn't be the nurse I am if I didn't have Northland behind me.
Exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
The Curve Car Wash is now open in Thief River Falls. Located at 2014 US 59, the Curve Car Wash is passionate about giving you the best possible car wash experience. Their express automatic tunnel wash uses the latest wash technology to gently and efficiently cleanse and rinse your car. Between their express car wash and on-site vacuums, they've got you and your vehicle covered. The Curve Car Wash, now open in Thief River Falls.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand as you are able. Remove your headgear and face the flag on the west wall of the Brick House. And active military and veterans, please offer a salute as we honor America with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Tonight, singing on his 18th birthday, Thief River Falls boys basketball senior, Hale Farbo. By the dawn's early light, one so proud
there you have it. Moments away from tip-off here. How about Cale Farbo singing the national anthem for a senior on the Prowler basketball team? It's his 18th birthday. Did a terrific job, and happy birthday, Cale. The Trojans going with senior Gannon Bolgreen, a junior Grant Quibble, a senior Nicholas Robidoux, a senior Brady Nozel, and a senior Isaiah Zajac. Prowlers without Everett Nelson tonight. Caden Rose doing the honors, tipping the ball. They're going with Will Cox, Wyatt Nelson, Lucas Rantanen, Gannon Zutz, and Caden Rose. Right away, Barnesville moving that basketball into the paint. A floater goes up. It's a wild shot, and Robidoux's shot is off. Here comes Zutz back the other way. Wyatt Nelson back to Zutz. Nearly stolen away, and a quick foul picked up there by Nicholas Robidoux. Girls hockey on the road tonight in War Road. Girls basketball on the road in Barnesville. Rantanen has it. Goes to Wyatt Nelson at the top. Wyatt to Gannon. Gannon Zutz surveys, picked up by Robidoux. They go to the corner. They're without that post presence of Everett Nelson tonight. Wilcox got a man in the sky, kisses it off the window for two. He gets the scoring started. Back the other way, Bolgreen. Bolgreen swings it around, goes to Quiggle. Quiggle kicks it out. That's Zajac. Now to the corner. Driving in, losing the handle. Kicking it out to Robidoux. He doesn't want to shoot that. Skip pass over to the far side. Now back to Robidoux. Robidoux picked up by Zutz. Three up from the corner. That one rattles home. Good looking shot there from Bolgreen. Fading away and knocking it down. Wilcox will bring it up. He goes to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson to Rantanen. Rantanen swings it around. Bridger will try a corner three. That one rims off. Weak side rebound ends up with the Trojans. And then a foul by Bridger Wilcox. And just a little over-aggressive there. That's been a problem for Wilcox this season, as he's been in foul trouble early and often in a lot of these games, and they just need him on the floor. Such a key part to what they do offensively. Driving in is Bolgreen. Bolgreen is triple team down low. Kicks it out to the corner. A three is up. That one's too strong on the three from Nozzle. And now Robidoux, his shot is off. Gannon Zutz tracks it down. Rantanen back the other way. Goes to Wilcox. Swings it to Zutz. Rantanen around the screen. Now Wyatt Nelson. Nelson drives in. Goes to the corner to Zutz. Zutz. Three is up and in. Gannon's really shot the basketball well as of late. Skip pass. Three up the other way. That one rims off, and a rebound to Zajac. Ball's loose. Wilcox comes away with it. Now Bridger up ahead. On the left side. Sneaks through the defense with the left-hand layup. Fowler's up 7-3 here early on. Robidoux has it. Driving in, swatted from behind by Wilcox. They'll inbound. Over the top to Zajac. Handoff feed and driving in is Quiggle. That shot was wild and off. And ball's loose. Quiggle gets it back. Three up from the top. That's off the back iron. Wyatt Nelson tracks it down. Now Nelson will push it. Goes to the corner to Rantanen. Rantanen lets it fly. That's short. Wilcox saves it to Rantanen. Great hustle. Now Wyatt Nelson. He'll pull a three. That one's in. Trojans pushing it up quickly. Up and under move, that one's off. And Zutz now will push it up the far side. Gets it to Wilcox at the top. Wilcox surveys. Goes to Rantanen. Back to Bridger. Bridger, a three. That's off. And a rebound to the Trojans. And pushing the pace. Here comes Robidoux. Robidoux underneath the basket, ran out of room. Now a three up from Quiggle. That one rattles home. Frank Quiggle with his first basket. 10-6. Prowlers out in front. Bridger goes to Rantanen. Rantanen surveys. Trying to get it to Rose. It's knocked out of bounds off of Zajac. Jack Bredman checking in, as well as Logan Ellert. Brad Peters checking in for the Prowlers, as well as Ozowski. Bridger has it. He's guarded by Bolgren. Wyatt Nelson ran out of room, goes to Zutz. He pulls a deep three. Got it! Gannon Zutz, his second triple here in the first half. Shot is up from the top. That one's off. And now the Prowlers will bring it up. They'll get into their offense. Bridger Wilcox running the show. He's picked up by Bolgreen. They go to Zutz. Zutz thought about it. And that pass just a little too hot. Wilcox is there, and they say he stepped on the baseline. Bolgreen will bring it up. Prowlers lead 13-6 here. 12:45 here to go in the first half. Around the screen, Quiggle, he drives in, he floats it. That one's short. Ozowski with a strong rebound. And now Bridger Wilcox up ahead to Zutz. Zutz crossover dribble, pulls it back out, goes to Bridger. His three is up. That one left short. Bolgreen now pushing the pace. Slides in, nice Euro for two. Wilcox crossover into the paint, floats it, that one's short. Could have been a foul call there. But we play on. They swing it to Bolgreen. Bolgreen spin move in the lane. Now he goes to the corner, no one home there. He was looking for Nozzle, just a little bit out of reach. Rose and Weichert checking in for the Prowlers. Ozowski surveys. He goes to Rose down low. Rose turns, shoots. That one's strong. Weak side rebound to Bolgreen. Now Bolgreen will push the pace. Ness is in the game for the first time for the Trojans. And now Weichert has it. Weichert up ahead. Picks his dribble up, gets it to Wilcox. Wilcox goes to Ozowski, now swung to Peters. And a timeout from head coach John Hams. We'll step aside as well. 13-8 is our score. We'll be back in 30.
Hazel Blue Furniture 5-star flooring in Thief River Falls has mattresses in stock and ready to go. You can find brands such as Sealy, Restonic, and Ashley in several sizes available in store. Looking to redecorate? Furniture and accessories by Ashley, Best Home Furnishings, Door Country Amish, England, Lazy Boy Legends, Bag on Bassett, and more. There are several items available to take home right away. For flooring, you can find many brands of carpet, ceramic, tile, luxury vinyl, plank, laminate, vinyl, and hardwood. Visit Hazel Blue Furniture 5-star flooring in Thief River Falls.
Welcome back in here. Prowlers lead by 5. Coming out of the timeout with Ozowski, Rose, Peters, Weichert, and Wilcox. Major Ness on the floor for the Trojans for the first time. Number 1 out there. Saw him throw down a couple prolific dunks and warm-ups. Ozowski has it. And here comes Major Ness out on the break. Up through the defenders, no foul call, and Weichert gets the rebound. A lot of contact, no whistle. They're letting him play through it. Wilcox pulls it out, drives in. Skip pass to Ozowski, now Weichert. Weichert surveys, goes to Wilcox. Wilcox down low to Rose. Rose kicks it out to Weichert. Weichert head fake, now to Wilcox. Good ball movement, just off. Here comes Ness. Major Ness will survey. He goes to Bolgreen at the top. Around the screen, Bolgreen, he'll step out for three. Got it. That's the second time he's hit a three from that spot fading away. He likes that corner. Now it's a 2-point lead for the Prowlers. Wilcox to Ozowski. Trojans extending their defense, putting the pressure on. Wilcox gonna have to create. Wilcox gets it to Weichert. No, it's stolen away. Ness up ahead of the pack. He's fouled, and he puts it in with strength. Major Ness out on the break. That's his second steal. This time he finishes through the contact. He's going to the free throw line. Or chance at one. Robidoux checking in, as well as Jack Macy. Major Ness, a junior for this Trojan team, comes off the bench. At the line, puts it up and knocks it down. Zutz will bring it up. Wilcox getting a breather. Rantanen. He goes to Weichert. Weichert drives it, floats it. A lot of contact there. Major Ness might have got a piece of it. Now Robidoux up ahead. Robidoux floats it up. The weak side rebound. Now Ness. He'll put up a three from the corner, and that one rattles home. He's got 6 now, quickly off the bench. Wyatt Nelson now. Crossover dribble. Goes to Rose. Rose in the lane, floats it, leaves it short. Major Ness with the rebound, gets it to Bolgreen. Bolgreen up ahead. Lost the handle. He goes to Robidoux, now in the corner. That's Quiggle. Quiggle stops at the elbow, back to Major Ness. Skip pass to Macy. Now Quiggle has it again. Quiggle tries to dump it down low to Robidoux. He does get it. Backdoor pass. What a find, and that one rims off. Prowlers caught a break. Prowlers looking for some offense now. Wyatt Nelson up ahead. That one's off. Here comes Quiggle quickly. Goes to Bolgreen. He's in that corner. Right back to Quiggle. He's open. He'll shoot it. He's got it. The Trojans on a run here. 20-13 now is our score. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Old Bostwick's at 224 Labrie Avenue North in Thief River Falls is where you can find upscale vintage items, as well as new and like-new antiques. Come shop for men's, women's, and children's clothing. Browse a wide variety of jewelry, ties, shoes, hats, and accessories, as well as home decor furniture and unique glassware. Old Bostwick's accepts donations on behalf of local nonprofits, with a portion of proceeds going to those in need. Shop for a cause while going green at Old Bostwick's in Thief River Falls.
Welcome back in here. Trojans up 20-13. Prowlers did lead 13-8. A 12-0 run by Barnesville. Wyatt Nelson trying to get back on the board. That one's way too strong, and Bolgreen now brings it up. Bolgreen, step-through move in the lane, and that one drops. Gannon Bolgreen to the basket. Now Wilcox will bring it up. Prowlers searching for a basket. Rantanen has it. He goes to Zutz. Zutz to the rim. Nice action there as Zutz has 8. Quiggle quickly back the other way. That one's short. Prowlers need to grab the rebound. It's loose. It ends up with the Trojans. Now the Prowlers take it away. Here comes Wilcox. Wilcox trying to get around Ness and draws the foul. Major Ness will check out. Jack Bredman will check in. Rantanen now goes to Wyatt Nelson. Wyatt Nelson goes to Rantanen in the corner. Now to Wilcox, down low to Rose. Rose did a great job sealing off his defender. Wilcox found him, and Caden Rose gets his first field goal. Bowlgreen back the other way. He goes to the corner to Quiggle. Quiggle now will drive it. Kicks it out to Robidoux. Robidoux right back to Quiggle. He'll pull it. That one's short. And Gannon Zutz with a rebound. Wilcox brings it up. Goes to Wyatt Nelson. Wyatt Nelson skip past to Zutz in the corner. Three is off. And a rebound to the Trojans. Bowlgreen now back the other way. Bowlgreen looking for his shot. He steps back and then he kicks it to Quiggle. And Quiggle walked with it. Brady Nozzle checking in. Replacing Quiggle for the Trojans, and Ozowski in for Thief River Falls. Just under 7 here to go in our first half. Zutz around the screen from Rose. And he goes to Wyatt Nelson. Wyatt Nelson looking for Rose. Rose back to the basket. Goes to the corner. Bowlgreen read it perfectly. Now up ahead. Here come the Trojans. Right back on a give and go. Off the window for 2. Nozzle putting it up and in. That's his first field goal. Wilcox now. Wilcox to Zutz. Zutz being pressured by Robidoux. Now to Ozowski. Ozowski surveys. He goes to Wilcox. Wilcox to Zutz. Zutz will pull it from the wing. Back iron, too strong. And a long rebound to Bridger Wilcox. Right back to Zutz. Wilcox, guarded by Bowlgreen. Wilcox looking for his shot, goes to Zutz in the corner. All the way across court to Wyatt Nelson, now back to Bridger. Bridger with 4 seconds on the shot clock, he creates, and that one is short. Rebound to Bowlgreen. Now up ahead to Robidoux. Bowlgreen has it. Goes to the corner. Ball's loose, Bowlgreen tracks it down. Bowlgreen, he'll step back for 3 from that corner again. That one's off the back iron. And now Wilcox, he's got 2 men to beat. He's got Prowlers to his left. He goes to Zutz in the corner, now to Ozowski. Ozowski surveys, and we got a foul against the Trojans. Major Ness checking back in, as well as Logan Ellert. Peters and Rantanen in for the Prowlers. Ozowski over the top to Wilcox. Wilcox swings it to Zutz. Bridger gets into the lane, floats it. It doesn't drop. Bridger has to keep on being aggressive though. Quiggle brings it up. Handoff dribble to Ellert. Now driving in, long layup. Peters with a rebound. 7-point lead for the Trojans. Rantanen skip pass to Zutz. Zutz drives it. Scoop layup. That one rims off. Peters down there fighting for the rebound. Bradley Peters going amongst the trees down there and grabbing it. Foul is on Ellert. Wyatt Nelson will check in for Gannon Zutz. Bowlgreen back in quickly for the Trojans. Ozowski throws it over the top to Rantanen. Rantanen goes to Wilcox. Wilcox right back to Rantanen. Swings it around to Ozowski. Ozowski Back to Rantanen. Now Ozowski in the corner. Wilcox at the top. Wilcox around the screen. Pulls up a three. That one's back iron. Wyatt Nelson trying to poke it free. Bolgreen comes away with it. They go to the corner to Quiggle. Quiggle down low. Good pass to Eller, and he had it partially blocked, and Rantanen secures it. Now Wilcox will bring it up the floor. Bridger goes to Rantanen. They swing it to Nelson. Nelson's three is up and in. Much needed basket there. Just a 4-point lead for the Trojans now. Bolgreen goes to Ness. They skip it around. Right to Quiggle. Now to Ness in the corner. His three is up and in. Major Ness. That's his second triple off the bench. He's got 9 points off the bench for the Trojans. Ozowski, they swing it to Nelson. He pulls another three. That one's short. Fighting for the rebound. Rantanen gets it, floats it, and scores it. Good looking shot there with a little mid-range for Lucas Rantanen. Bolgreen, spin move in the lane, floats it, scores it, and he's going to the line. Fouls against Peters. Caden Rose and Gannon Zutz will check in for Peters and Ozowski. Bolgreen's free throw is off. 7-point lead for the Trojans. Bridger will bring it up. Goes to Rantanen. Prowlers getting into their offense. Now Zutz swung around to Nelson. Wyatt Nelson back to Rantanen. Now Zutz in the corner. That pass is dangerous, and Bolgreen tracks it down. Bolgreen now up ahead. Goes to the corner. Quiggle, he'll try another one, and that time he swishes it home. That's his third triple. He's got 9. 10-point lead for the Trojans now. Ball nearly stolen away. Rose able to save it, and he walked with it. Robidoux swings it around. Now Ness has it, and that pass out of bounds. Looking for the backdoor cut. Robidoux wasn't looking for the ball. Wilcox brings it up. Prowlers trying to stay in it. Down 10 now, just under 2 here to go in the first half. Wilcox guarded by Bolgreen. Picks his dribble up now to Zutz. Ball is just sticking for the Prowlers and stolen away. Caden Rose, and it's going to be a jump ball. Brady Nozzle checking in for the Trojans. Prowlers will inbound it from the baseline. They go to Nelson in the corner. Nelson cut off by Bolgreen. Now he floats it, and that one rims off, and a rebound to Quiggle. Bolgreen now up ahead. Picked up by Nelson. Bolgreen keeping that dribble alive. Goes to Quiggle. Quiggle sees a lane, goes to the corner. Zajac tries a three, and he's got it. Or excuse me, that's Jack Macy for three. 13-point lead now. And a foul. Going against the Trojans. 1:06 here to go in our first half. They swing it away around to Rantanen. Rantanen goes to Nelson. Now Wilcox. Skip past the Rantanen. Now Wyatt Nelson. Wilcox has it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Wilcox skips through the lane and picks up his 6th point. Bolgreen going to that corner, drives it in now. Goes out to the top, a 3 is up. That one's short. Long rebound, ends up with Rose. Caden Rose gets it to Rantanen. Wilcox has it. 18 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock is turned off. Wilcox crossover into the lane, floats it, scores it! And he's going to the free throw line for a chance at one more. Trying to make it a 10-point game going into halftime. Barnesville will have 9.8 to work with if Bridger makes this free throw and he rims it off. It goes out of bounds and it's off of the Trojans. That works out for the Prowlers, so 8.3 on the clock. And a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. John Hams is going to draw it up in the huddle. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
What does hometown mean to us at Hometown Realty? It means we want our community to grow and succeed. It means we'll do everything we can to make that happen. Whether it's by helping people find the perfect home for them, assisting someone sell a property that they have maybe outgrown or can no longer take care of, or supporting our local businesses, schools, and nonprofits with our time and money. Everything we do is for the good of our community. Our family lives here, we live here, we love it here. We are Hometown.
Welcome back in here. Head coach John Hams drawing up the inbounds play. It's a 9-point lead for the Trojans, and this will be a big basket going into half as the Prowlers try to grab some momentum. They throw it over the top to Zutz, and it's going to be saved to Wilcox. Wilcox with 2 on the clock. He's not going to get it off in time, and that is not how the Prowlers drew it up. Well, 9-point lead for Barnesville. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll break down that first half, go over some first half numbers, and get you ready for the second half right here on GVT.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position. The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
About a month before graduating, I ended up accepting a position on the Boeing 727 as a flight engineer. Being at Northland really opened the doors to that opportunity.
The value for the money, what you get from the degree, the opportunity for a career, and the upward mobility within this industry right now is just amazing.
When you're in the market for a new vehicle, why not shop Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. You can take advantage of one of the largest selections of new and used vehicles with some of the best prices in the area. You can shop the lot or you can check them out online, christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile, and they're proud to have one of the largest, best selections around. It's Christian Motors of Fertile.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
At Thief River Falls, our mission is any goal, any opportunity, anytime, anywhere, for anyone. We personalize the learner experience by focusing on 6 pillars.
Real-world, authentic opportunities.
Voice and choice.
Equitable experiences.
Staff growth.
Safety.
Strong fiscal management.
So that we meet our vision by creating our future, the Prowler way.
Optima Real Estate Development and Property Management is your partner in unlocking your property's potential. Optima Companies are fully licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, covering real estate, development, and property management. Optima Companies, making a positive impact by building for the needs of the community. For more information, dial 701-715-3283 or visit www.optima-nd.com.
Serving the community for 30-plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies, and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit usptrf.com.
Welcome back in here, as at half, 35-26 is our score. The Trojans lead it by 9 points. For the Trojans, Major Ness has 9 points off the bench. Quiggle, he's got 9. Nozzle's got 2. Macy's got 3, and leading them in scoring is Gannon Bolgreen. He's got 12 points. For the Prowlers, Wyatt Nelson with 6. Gannon Zutz has 8. Wilcox also has 8. Lucas Rantanen with 2, and Caden Rose with 2. The Prowlers are hanging in there, but we talked about it with head coach John Hams in our pregame coaches' comments. They go on stretches defensively and offensively as not a good recipe for winning at times. They just get into these droughts offensively, as well as giving up too many easy shots on the defensive end. They're looking to sustain an entire game of playing solid basketball, and right now they're still in this game against the Trojans, just a 9-point lead, so they can put some things together here in the second half and hang around. It's a good opportunity for them to pick up a good win against a tough opponent. As we do have a head-to-head graphic from our producer, Gavin Amdahl. Go ahead, throw that up, Gavin. So against Barnesville, Thief River Falls, overall record 6-5 overall for the Prowlers. Trojans 10-4. Trojans have scored 919 points on the year. The Prowlers 846 in the state rankings. Trojans are 40th, and the Prowlers are 67th. And then James Cardarelli. The Prowlers have 1 James Cardarelli, and the Trojans have 0 James Cardarellis. I'm not sure if that counts in the record books, Gavin, but I appreciate the graphic. Great job out of you. Oh, man. Okay. And with that, we'll step aside for a quick timeout here. We'll be back in a couple of minutes for your second half right here on GVT.
At Cenex, we're more than your gas station. We're your neighbor. We've got soup when you're under the weather and treats when you're over the moon. We've got fuel when you've got places to go. And most of all, we've got a big heart when it comes to supporting this community, because it's our community too.
Best of luck to all the area sports teams from the Brooks, Oakley, McIntosh, and Red Lake Falls Cenex stores.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
The staff has always been great at steering us to the service for our needs.
Thank you for making our lives better.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
Join GVT and share in our success.
Happy to have this company in my hometown.
I'm a proud alumna of Northland and now an adjunct nursing instructor.
That's the wonderful thing about nursing, though. There's many different paths you can take. Northland's prepared me by offering the skills, I think, to make you successful in life as a nursing path.
I wouldn't be the nurse I am if I didn't have Northland behind me.
Exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
The Curve Car Wash is now open in Thief River Falls. Located at 2014 US 59, the Curve Car Wash is passionate about giving you the best possible car wash experience. Their express automatic tunnel wash uses the latest wash technology to gently and efficiently cleanse and rinse your car. Between their express car wash and on-site vacuums, they've got you and your vehicle covered. The Curve Car Wash, now open in Thief River Falls.
Welcome back in here. I want to give a shout out to my producers, Gavin and Bethany, doing a terrific job. Been awesome to have them on board here for this winter season as they're having some fun with it, and the production quality has been taken up a notch, to say the least, and I really do appreciate it. You guys make my job a lot easier. Prowlers trailing by 9 here at half. They'll start with Rantanen, Zutz, Rose, Wyatt Nelson, and Bridger Wilcox. Of course, Prowlers out with Everett Nelson. Without Everett Nelson here this evening. But so far, they're hanging around this tough Barnesville team. Bullgreen, Quiggle, Robidoux, Nozzle, and Zajac. Starting the second half for the Trojans. Robidoux has it. They go to Bullgreen. He's guarded by Wyatt Nelson. Bullgreen kicks it out, a three from the top. That one's off the side iron, and Wilcox rebounds it. Bridger up ahead to Wyatt Nelson. Mid-range jumper. That one drops in. And with Everett Nelson out, Wyatt Nelson, I believe, has to be a little bit more aggressive looking for his shot. Bullgreen drives in. Scoop layup, that one's off. Wyatt Nelson gets the rebound, beat him up and grab the miss. Nelson to Wilcox. Wilcox up and under, my goodness. That would have been spectacular. Quiggle, his three is good. Bridger goes to Rose. Rose swings it to Nelson, now Wilcox in the corner. Wilcox to Zutz at the top. He'll take a three. That one's off. Caden Rose gets the miss, goes right back to Bridger. Bridger's three is good. First three of the game for Wilcox. Hopefully that gets him going. He's got 11. They go to the corner. Pulling it back out, going to Quiggle. Quiggle to Robidoux. Quiggle now goes baseline, and it's cut off by Rantanen. Wilcox up ahead to Nelson. Nelson to the basket. It's now a 5-point game. They swing it to the top, now to Robidoux. He doesn't want to shoot it. Robidoux goes to Zajac. Now Bullgreen, he'll step into it, and that one's way off. Might have been a breeze here in the brick house. Ozowski checking in, and Cale Farbo checking in on his 18th birthday. For the Prowlers, a senior, sang the national anthem before this game. Kid's got some pipes. Rantanen swings it around. Now Nelson goes to Zutz, to Cale Farbo. Farbo being pressured, back to the basket, finds a cutter at Nelson, who floats it and scores it. 3-point game now. Bullgreen swings it to the corner. Quiggle now back to Bullgreen. Bullgreen, head fake, gets around Nelson, leaves it short. Ozowski gets the miss. And here come the Prowlers. It's Wyatt Nelson. Nelson gets it denied by Quiggle. Ozowski ends up with it. Right back to Nelson. Three is up, and he's got it. Wyatt Nelson with 15 on the game. He's got 9 points here in the second half quickly. They swing it. Robidoux, he's going to shoot it. That one rattles home. Might be his first shot from the perimeter today. It looked good. 41-38. Wyatt Nelson goes to Farbo. They swing it around. Rantanen has it poked away, and now Quiggle up ahead. Here comes Quiggle. Good job getting back. Ball's loose. Rantanen tries to grab it. He does. He has his dribble, but gives it to Ozowski. Ozowski has it stolen by Bullgreen. Bullgreen head fake, floats and scores. Going to the free throw line. Bullgreen at the line. Weichert and Wilcox in for the Prowlers. They did tie this game up. The Trojans had an answer. Back to a 6-point lead. They're extending their defense. Bridger throws it to nobody. He wanted Rose to flash middle. A miscue there. And Bullgreen will bring it up. Robidoux drives it, floats it, too strong. Out of bounds off of Weichert. Robidoux swings it. Out of Bullgreen. Bullgreen into the lane. He floats it. He draws the foul. Bullgreen's got 15 going to the free throw line for a chance at 2 more. First free throw up and in. Major Ness checking in for the Trojans. Out of bounds, off the miss, off the Prowlers. Weichert takes it away. Weichert floats it, scores it. Landon Weichert with a good head fake. And another foul. Noah traveled. So turnover on Barnesville. Wilcox will bring it up. 5-point lead for Barnesville. Weichert in the corner. Goes to Rose down low, and it's off his fingertip. Rantanen will check in for Wyatt Nelson. I would imagine it's going to be a quick rest for Wyatt Nelson. Bolgreen brings it up, picked up by Wilcox. They go to Quiggle. Scoop layup with the left hand and a rebound. He's up with Zutz. And I just think he caught Rose with a flop. A flop on Caden Rose. I don't see that called very often. It's Prowler basketball. 45-40 is the score. Barnesville extending their defense. They look to trap the basketball here. 2-2-1 defense. Full court. Wilcox, he's going to get pressured right there. He's got to get it out of the corner. He gets it to Peters. Peters to Weichert. Weichert floats it and draws the foul. Landon Weichert will go to the free throw line. He's earned himself some more playing time. That one's well off. Macy checking in for Barnesville. Second free throw, that one's off. Bolgreen rebounds. Gets it to Major Ness. Major Ness picks his dribble up, goes to Bolgreen. Bolgreen, backdoor pass. Now back to Bolgreen. Bolgreen surveys, he's guarded by Wilcox. Swings it around, Ness in the corner, thought about the three, picked up by Rantanen. Now Ness down low, good pass, it's up, and Macy draws the foul. First free throw, rims off. Abadou checking in, Wyatt Nelson back in. Wyatt Nelson for the Prowlers, 15 points on the game. He's got 9 here in the second half. Second free throw off, and Bolgreen grabs it, finds Abadou, he gets him a bird and puts it up and in. Good head fake, got Rantanen in the sky. Wilcox with his team down 7 now. Rantanen needs help, goes to Bridger. Bridger surveys, goes to Rantanen. Now to Peters. Peters, and that's off the foot of Macy. Kick ball violation. Zutz inbounds, throws it over the top to Wilcox. Goes to Nelson. Back to Bridger, picked up by Ness. Bridger drives it, goes to Zutz. Zutz finds Nelson. Rantanen pulls a three, that one's off, and Major Ness has the rebound. Ness to the corner, Robidoux three is short, and Wilcox now pushing the pace. Here comes Bridger. Bridger with the left hand puts it up and in. 5-point game, Prowlers hanging in there. Bullgreen up ahead. Ness, he's gonna pull it. It's short, and just clearing the way, Macy down there. He gets the offensive rebound and puts it up and draws the foul. Foul's on Peters. We got 11:04 here to go. Free throw up and in. Macy's got 4. Rose checking in for Peters. Free throw up and in. Wilcox goes to Wyatt Nelson, now Zutz. Swung around to Rantanen, goes to Bridger. Bridger picked up by Bullgreen. Bridger goes to Rantanen. Rantanen jab step, goes to the corner. That ball was deflected. Now Zutz to the basket, drew the foul. Gannon's free throw is short. That one's off. 0 for 2 at the line that time for Zutz. Back the other way, Bullgreen. Bullgreen, he'll drive to the lane and another foul. They're going to say it's on the floor. Gannon, Zutz's first foul of the game. Lazowski will check in for Zutz. Bullgreen inbounds it. Goes down low, ball's loose, it ends up with Robidoux. Robidoux floats it. Rantanen grabs the miss, and now Bridger up ahead. Bridger has it poked at from behind. That's a foul.
Trojans foul on number 2, Gannon Bullgreen. Is the second personal, third team foul.
Lazowski looking to inbound it, throws it over the top to Nelson. To Rantanen. Rantanen's three is up, back iron. Long rebound to the Trojans, now up ahead, pulling it back out. They go to the Bullgreen at the top. Bullgreen drives it, kicks it out. Quiggle shoots it, got it. Quiggle's got 15 on 5 threes. And back to a 10-point lead for Barnesville. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside for 30 seconds.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Lazowski, now to Wilcox. Rantanen in the corner. Wilcox drives it, floats it, and got it. Bridger's up to 15, 8-point lead for the Trojans. Robidoux drives in, goes to Quiggle. Look out, he's open. Another one. Quiggle. 6 triples. He's got 18. Someone's got to guard him. Wilcox drives in, floats, back iron, too strong, and the tip ends up with Robidoux. Quiggle, he's open again. Short. Ozowski got there on a closeout. Wyatt Nelson now to Rantanen. Rantanen will shoot it. That one's short. Now, Bolgreen brings it up. They'll step into a 3 from the top. That one's off. Out of bounds, off of the Trojans. 11-point lead for Barnesville. 9 minutes here to go. Gannon Zutz will check in. Wilcox goes to Zutz, and that pass was lazy, and it's picked off by Bolgreen. Bolgreen with the right hand puts it up and in. 18 for Bolgreen. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside for 30 seconds.
Hazel Blue Furniture 5-star flooring in Thief River Falls has mattresses in stock and ready to go. You can find brands such as Sealy, Restonic, and Ashley in several sizes available in store. Looking to redecorate? Furniture and accessories by Ashley, Best Home Furnishings, Door Country Amish, England, Lazy Boy Legends, Bag on Bassett, and more. There are several items available to take home right away. For flooring, you can find many brands of carpet, ceramic, tile, luxury vinyl, plank, laminate, vinyl, and hardwood. Visit Hazel Blue Furniture 5-star flooring in Thief River Falls.
Welcome back in here. 57-44 is the score. Prowlers are trailing by 9.5. They tied the game up. The Trojans building that lead back up now to 13. Ozowski will inbound it from the sideline. Gets it into Wilcox. Rose at the top. Goes to Ozowski. Ozowski swings it down low to Rose. Good pass from Wilcox, and that one comes off. Rose grabs the miss. We got a discussion. It's either a jump ball or a foul. A jump ball is the call. Possession arrow in favor of the Prowlers. Ozowski will inbound it. Zutz in the corner. Goes to Bridger. Barnesville in a 2-3 zone now. Bridger. Spin move in the lane, floats with the right hand, and he gets it to fall. Bridger's got 17. He leads the Prowlers in scoring. Robidoux has it. Now Bolgreen. Bolgreen to Robidoux in the corner. Too strong. Weak side rebound ends up with Barnesville. Now Quiggle. Quiggle tries to find Robidoux on a back door. Wild shot is grabbed by Ozowski. Up ahead to Wyatt Nelson, who was fouled from behind. Wyatt Nelson will go to the free throw line. First free throw, that one's off. Prowlers have left some points at the free throw line tonight. Second free throw up and in. 10-point game. Bullgreen drives it, goes to Ness in the corner. He sets his feet, he fires it, it rims off. Bullgreen rebounds. Bullgreen still down there, finds Quiggle, who puts it up and in. Bridger surveys, gets into the lane, he pulls up a mid-range jumper. That one rims off. Caden Rose with a rebound, throws it, and it ends up with Gannon Zutz. Ozowski back to Bridger. Down low to Rose. Rose, head fake, and he walked with it. Shuffled the shoes. Zajac in. Bullgreen will bring it up. Steps into a long three. That one's off. And a long rebound ends up with the Trojans. Now Bullgreen will drive it. Kicks it out. Swung around to Robidoux. Robidoux in the lane. Floats. Scores. (61-47) now is the score. Wilcox back the other way with the left hand. Puts it up and in. Bullgreen into the lane, he'll float it, and he drew the foul. Foul is on Wyatt Nelson. Short. Weichert will check in for Ozowski. That one's off. Rantanen rebounds. Richard Wilcox brings it up. Clear space, floats, and that one's off the front of the rim. Bullgreen has it. .12-point lead for the Trojans. And a foul. It's going to go against Wyatt Nelson. Push off. Caden Rose will check in. 17 foul on the Prowlers, so 1-1 for the Trojans the rest of the way. Off the back iron, and a long rebound. Now, Prowlers take it away. Zutz up ahead. Zutz with the right hand. That one's off. Now Robidoux up ahead to Bullgreen. Bullgreen crossover. Floats it. Too strong. Robidoux grabs the miss. And he finds the cutter. Puts it up and in. It's Logan Ellert. And a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. 30 seconds here on GVT.
Old Bostwick's at 224 Labrie Avenue North in Thief River Falls is where you can find upscale vintage items, as well as new and like-new antiques. Come shop for men's, women's, and children's clothing. Browse a wide variety of jewelry, ties, shoes, hats, and accessories, as well as home decor furniture and unique glassware. Old Bostwick's accepts donations on behalf of local nonprofits, with a portion of proceeds going to those in need. Shop for a cause while going green at Old Bostwick's in Thief River Falls.
This Monday, January 27th, the Prowler boys hockey team, junior varsity, travels to Central. And the Lincoln High School
Welcome back in here.
competes in their fourth meet.
14-point lead for the Trojans.
In a scoreboard update, in Barnesville and girls basketball action, the
Prowlers have had some good stretches throughout this game, but have been struggling defensively, and then just too many empty possessions on the offensive end. Prowlers will come out of the timeout with Rantanen, Zutz, Wyatt Nelson, Weichert, and Rose. Zutz brings it up. He goes to Rose. Rose finds a cutter and Weichert. Weichert gets it back to Rose. Rose floats, scores. Two-man action between Weichert and Rose there. Prowler's not out of it yet. They need to get some stops. Robidoux, spin move in the lane, and a carry. Macy, as well as Bredman in the game for the Trojans. Just under 5 here to go. Prowler's trailing by 12. They need some big shots here down the stretch. Rose. He goes to Nelson. Nelson, crossover, tries to get into the lane, goes to Zutz. Zutz pulls a mid-range, has it blocked. And now Bullgreen will bring it up. Quiggle is open from the top. I don't know how, and he knocks down another one. He's got 23. He's got 7 threes. And he's somehow wide open throughout this entire game. Rose. It's a Weichert who dribbles it off of his leg and out of bounds. Bullgreen in the corner. It's a 15-point lead now for the Trojans. Robidoux has it poked at by Zutz. Now Quiggle. Quiggle into the lane. Travel. Zutz brings it up. Wyatt Nelson down to the corner to Zutz. Zutz surveys. Gets it to Rose. Rose floats and scores. He's got 6. Robidoux up ahead. Goes to Quiggle. Gets it to Bullgreen. Bullgreen draws the foul.
Prowler foul on number 12, Lyman Weichert, his second personal, 8th team foul. Shooting 2 for BARNESVILLE, Tanner Bullgreen.
Back iron. Wilcox checking back in. Second free throw up and in. Bridger now goes to Rose. Rose to Weichert. Weichert to Zutz. He's open. He tries it. He buys it. He's got 11. It's an 11-point game. Prowlers need stops. Trojans will run their offense. Wyatt Nelson guarding Bullgreen. Bullgreen goes to Robidoux. Robidoux loses the handle. It's Prowler ball. Cale Farbo checking in for Wyatt Nelson. Rose gives it to Zutz. Zutz crossover. Goes to Weichert. Weichert to Farbo. Swung around to Bridger. Bridger to Farbo. His 3. Short. Wilcox grabs the miss, and the foul's on the floor.
Trojans foul on number 15, Jack Macy, his second personal, 5th team foul.
Rantanen will check in for Weichert. Over the top to Zutz. That one's off. Ball's loose. And a foul on the Prowlers. Running out of chances here if you're Thief River Falls. We will wrap up immediately after this one, get our producers home. Gavin and Bethany doing a terrific job tonight. The Trojans came in 10-4 on the season, and they've won 9 out of their last 10 games. Very disciplined team is Barnesville. Prowlers still trying to figure it out. Free throw falls for Quiggle. Quiggle has lit up the brick house for 24 points. He's got 7 threes. A tremendous shooting performance by Grant Quiggle. He's got 25 now. He leads all scorers. And it's out of bounds off of Bridger. Green brings it up. And he loses the handle. He says it was tipped. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it even matters at this point. Peters, Weichert, and Ozowski in as John Hams empties the bench. Major Ness in for the Trojans. And just under 2 here to go. Green at the top. And we got a 3-second violation on Barnesville. Ranton in, they swing it to Farbo. Farbo goes to Ozowski. Ozowski will float it, too strong. Robidoux with the rebound. And we got just 90 seconds here to go, and now the Trojans will empty their bench. Green backdoor pass, finds a cutter who puts it up and in. It was Bredman. So Green will check out. He scored 19. Major Ness with 9 points. Wiggle, he led him in scoring with 25. Barbo has it. Wilcox, he finished with 19 as Brad Peters puts it up and in and draws the foul. Wyatt Nelson finishes with 16 points. Gannon Zutz with 11. Caden Rose finishes with 6. Prowlers will fall to 6 and 6 as Weichert steals it and puts the layup up and in. Weichert, he's got 4. Barnesville, they'll move to 11 and 4. And they're going to be a team to be reckoned with when we come to tournament time. They go down low to the big fella. That one's off. See when we're back here on GVT. We're back on Tuesday for either basketball or hockey. And then on Thursday, the Chargers coming to town for Mental Health Awareness Night here in the Brick House. We'll have that for you right here on GVT. That'll be fun as Goodrich Grigla comes to face the Prowler boys. But That'll do it. Final score in this one, 71-61. The Prowlers have lost 3 straight. For Gavin and Bethany in the media room, great job tonight, and I'm James Cardarelli. We'll see you next week here on GVT.